Hey, what's up guys? LukeProfits. Today I just wanted to come on here and sort of give you a little entrepreneur tip, something very, very helpful to me that has helped me make a whole lot more money and will help you as well, I'm sure. So today we're going to be talking about the 80-20 principle, also known as Pareto's Law. And basically the idea there is just that in pretty much any system, 20% of the people, and it can even be more extreme than that. It could even be 1% of the people. But you know, I'll just give you the example. So basically the idea is 20% of the people produce 80% of the result, or 20% of the time that you spend working on something produces 80% of the result of that thing. If you've got a company with 100 people, right? 20 people working at that company produce 80% of the result. And this is crazy, but it seems to be true with pretty much, most things. If you look at them, there's a very small number of people that are incredibly important that produce most of the value. So this is very important when it comes to entrepreneurship and stuff like that with regards to your time. There's probably a lot of stuff that you're doing and a lot of it doesn't matter. 20% of the stuff that you do, and like I said, could be even more extreme, could be 10%, could be 5%, but it's something around this range. 20% or less of the stuff that you're doing is what makes you your money. When you're working for yourself and you're not selling your time to a job or something like that, 20% of the stuff that you do is actually what makes a difference. 80% of the stuff you spend your time on is pretty much just worthless fluff that doesn't really matter that much. So what you want to learn to do is to focus more and more and more on that 20% of stuff that is incredibly important and effective, and figure out what you can do to do more of that. Because that 20% that you're doing right now, that's what's your time. That's what's really making you all your money. The 80% is kind of just wasted time. So what can you do to get rid of that useless, pointless 80% of the work and then focus more on that 20% of the work so that you're doing more of it? Because then you're going to start making more money, right? So try really hard to figure out what is that 20% of, important stuff that you're doing, and what is that 80% useless stuff that you're doing? What can you do to, increase that incredibly productive 20% and get rid of that 80%? Because that 80% that's useless, if you can just do more of that 20% stuff that's helpful, you can just completely stop doing that 80% stuff that's not helpful. You might as well be laying in bed. That 80% isn't really doing much for you. You're putting effort in to do it, but you're not really getting much of a result for it. So if you just keep that in mind and really try to focus on it and apply it to most situations, it can be incredibly helpful. Another thing to think about is, for example, let's say you're in school and you're listening to your lectures in class or whatever, right? You can sort of sit back, not do much work, and probably catch, about 80% of the information just by being in class, 20% of the work, but that's going to be enough to get you probably a B in the class as long as you're paying attention, right? So basically 20% of the work, not doing your homework and your other stuff and stuff like that, just for getting the information, you're getting probably 80% of the information just with 20% of the work of just sitting in class, right? Now, if you want to get 100% of the information, that's pretty hard because you got to do all this extra research. You can't miss anything. You got to look over this stuff. You're going to spend 80% more time getting that last little 20% of the information. But with a lot of things, you really only need 80% of the information. So just, I don't know, the 80-20 principle, it applies, like the more you think about it, the more stuff you'll realize that it applies to. Basically just 20% of whatever will give you 80% of whatever. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's very, very helpful. Great for time management, figuring out stuff like that. Figuring out your life, really, really a whole lot of things. It's very, very helpful. It's helpful for entrepreneurship. It's helpful for school. It's helpful. I mean, like, honestly, it's helpful for so much stuff. So yeah, I just figured that I should make a video about it because, I apply it to everything that I possibly can, and you guys really should as well. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. If you're new to dropshipping on Facebook, I've got a full free set of training videos down there, link in the description, that go over everything you need to know to start making money online. I also have a Facebook account management service where me and my team work on your account and get it up to making several $1,000s profit a month. We totally handle everything so that it's passive for you, and you get to keep 30% of the profits, and then we get 70% of the profits. If that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, basically just me and my team managing your account, go ahead and go to LukeProfits.com/manage, and I'll be in touch. I also do one-on-one Facebook dropshipping training, and if that's something that you'd be interested in, you can go to LukeProfits.com/apply, and I will hit you back. I post new content on this channel every couple days, so go ahead and subscribe and hit the notifications, and I'll be back here with another video in a couple days.